Grocery shopping! Whether you love it or hate it, grocery shopping is one of those chores you have to do unless you really enjoy starving. Hey everyone, my name is Sydney Brown, financial coach and budgeting expert known for helping single Black women spend money with confidence. This channel is for single Black women who feel overwhelmed when they think about their financial future, confused when thinking about managing their money, and shame when they think about their financial situation. I'm here to help you create and stick to a budget so that you can spend money with confidence and stop living paycheck to paycheck, because you work too hard to be this broke. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss another video. So I googled some interesting grocery shopping facts, and I'm gonna give you the answers at the end like a little quiz. So here are the questions. Number 1, how long is the average grocery shopping trip? Number 2, what is the most popular day for grocery shopping? Number 3, what percentage of shoppers go to more than one grocery store? How much is the weekly shopping bill for the primary shopper of a multi-person household when compared to a single shopper? Alright, so I'll give you the answers at the end. Okay, so I wanted to introduce a new little segment called Subscriber of the Week. So this week's Subscriber of the Week is Cameron Battle. Thank you, Cameron Battle, for subscribing. And this is just a gentle reminder to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Maybe you could be subscriber of the week. Okay, so let's get into today's video. I wanted to give you 10 tips to save money at the grocery store because, you know, inflation is high right now. We all know that we could save a little extra money at the grocery store and that would help everyone. Okay, tip number 1. Shop at a cost-effective grocery store. So, some people want to save money at the grocery store, but they're already set up for failure as soon as they walk into the door because their grocery store and their budget are misaligned. Some grocery stores don't care anything about your budget, and some grocery stores do. And I feel like a good way to tell whether or not your grocery store and your budget are aligned is to look at the grocery store's mission statement. Do they have anything in there about saving money, or are they just like all about something else? And if that's the case, that's fine if that's what you're there for. If it's a convenience grocery store and you're looking for convenience, then you should go there. If it's a store that's all about healthy eating and you're there for healthy eating, then you should go there. If it's about healthy eating and healthy budgeting, then you should go there. So start with a cost-effective grocery store. So here are some examples. Okay, let's start with Aldi. Their mission statement is highest quality with the lowest prices. So notice how they said in there quality and prices. If you're looking for a good quality food and you're looking for good prices, maybe Aldi is the store for you. Number 2, Walmart. We all know their slogan, save money, live better. Once again, save money. They're trying to help you save money. Trader Joe's. Listen to theirs. Okay, some of these are kind of long, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my computer so I can read these to y'all. Trader Joe's. We're committed to providing our customers outstanding value in the form of the best quality products at the best everyday low prices. Once again, best everyday low prices, Giant. For over 75 years, we've operated our business with a single goal in mind, delivering unmatched selection, quality, and value. Unmatched selection. So they're trying to give you a whole lot of stuff, but not necessarily the lowest prices. Safeway. We earn the loyalty of the people we serve by first anticipating, then fulfilling their needs with our superior quality products, a unique shopping experience, a customer-focused service, and continuous innovation. while generating long-term profitable growth for our shareholders. That says nothing about prices. They're not trying to give you value. They're not trying to give you low anything. They are there for customer-focused service, which I have received from Safeway. They're trying to give you superior quality products, also have received from Safeway. And it says nothing about Safeway. My budget was busted at Safeway. But do you, boo. Whole Foods. They're here to nourish people and the planet. Once again, nothing in there about prices. They're not trying to save you any money, not value, not prices, not nothing. So, start with a grocery store that has a cost-effective focus. So if budget and saving money at the grocery store is very important to you, then I would choose a grocery store that cares about your budget. Find something in the mission statement about value, about low prices, everyday low prices. Things like that, that kind of language is going to save you money in the long run. Tip number 2, shop around for a couple of weeks to compare prices at the stores you are looking at. Okay, so I've done this in the past. Have you ever had a grocery store that you just love and you swear by, and you go there every week and you do your routine every single week and you don't stray from it? It's possible this routine could prevent you from saving money. Consider going to another grocery store for a week if you're thinking about, if you feel like you're spending too much money at this particular grocery store. Try experimenting for a week or two to compare your normal grocery bill to this grocery store experience. In fact, I would say do it for a couple of weeks just to see what the rhythm is compared to what your normal rhythm is. So, for a while, I was loving shopping at Walmart. As you saw, save money, live better. I like to save money and live better. But on my health journey, I started to notice that there were higher quality products at Kroger. And I noticed that every time I would go to Kroger, they would have the dairy-free yogurt I was looking for, or the, good granola that goes with my yogurt. So I noticed I decided to start shopping at Kroger for a couple of weeks to determine whether or not I was spending more. And after a couple of weeks, I noticed that my grocery bill with the Savers card, the Kroger card that you get to save money at Kroger, would make my grocery bill about the same as it would at Walmart, but I would have access to a greater selection of higher quality food. So also I started racking up Kroger fuel points that would save me money at the gas station. So this balance made me decide ultimately to start primarily shopping at Kroger. And then later on, I decided to introduce Trader Joe's into the mix similarly because I noticed they had a lot of frozen food that was healthy but also cheap. So I started introducing those two into the mix. So those are like my primary grocery stores at this time. And who knows, I felt like when I was at Walmart, I would have never said that I would have shopped at Kroger, or like never would have thought that I would be shopping at Kroger and Trader Joe's now. But here we are. So I'm sure in a few years this may change. But all that to say that shop around for a few weeks, see what your budget's looking like. Maybe the shopper's card at that particular store will help you to save just as much money as the everyday low prices at the other store. And just see how it goes. Compare for a week. Maybe you're the type of person that might get distracted by all those items and start spending more. And if that's the case, maybe the switch isn't for you. But do what works for you and your budget. Number 3, shop the store's generic brand. Whatever that brand is probably there to save you money. Don't get distracted by the Dawn soap. Use the generic brand soap and it's probably cheaper in the same soap. Don't get distracted by the Bush's Best beans. Maybe the generic brand beans are just as good. Also, Hanover Farms, I know that all of the time that I buy your beans, why is the can only halfway full? I won't buy your beans again. I will stick with my generic brand. They fill the beans on up. Number 4, shop the store's self-checkout. I know you feel like when you have spent all this time shopping at the store, you don't feel like it's right to do the work of the employees by bagging your own groceries and scanning your own items. But girl, do it. Do it and see those prices as you are putting those items in your bag. And you let me know if it's worth it. No one cares more about your budget than you do. And oftentimes I notice that when I shop at the self-checkout, I can make better budget decisions, if not this time, the next time when I go to the store. A great example is celery sticks. I noticed that every time I would scan my celery sticks, I would be like, man, this is expensive. And then I started finding that you could scan a single celery stick at Kroger and scan it, and it would be significantly cheaper. So why am I spending $2 on celery sticks when I could spend 18 cents on one celery stick, because that's really all I need for my whatever I'm cooking that week? So self-checkout is a really great way to determine, I feel like you can catch mistakes. You can make sure that what you were looking at while you were shopping is what in fact you are paying for. You can make sure that there are no double scans, or, nobody cares more about your budget than you do. And I noticed that when I scan my own food and see as I'm putting it into my cart, like, is this actually how much I want to spend on this item? Is this worth it? So, highly recommend self-checkout. Bring your own bags. I know it can be a lot to feel like you're shopping, you're doing the work of the employees, but I do think it helps you be more aware of how much you're spending, for one, and how much things cost when you went through the grocery store. Number 5, you've heard it before and you'll hear it again. Shop with a list, shop with a list, shop with a list. It will save you so much money. And it can be especially at Kroger. I love Kroger, but man, have they added so many distractions when you go to the store. It's this new health food item here, this healthy snack here. All of these things aren't on my list, but do I want them? Yes, I want them, but they're not on the list. So I have to stick to my list. So shop with the list and stick to it as you're going through the grocery store. Keep a flexible list and be mindful of what, stay open to new opportunities through the grocery store, but also don't get too far off of your list. Otherwise, you'll be spending more than you intended to at the grocery store. Number 6, we've all been there. We want to spice up our menu selection for the week. But instead, you end up spending an arm and a leg at the grocery store, and that's not what you want. So when choosing a new menu for your meal plan for the week, whatever, choose a meal plan that doesn't have so many items. 10 items or less is my general rule. Do I need to buy 10 items or less to make this meal? If the answer is yes, then I need to find an alternative option for the meal. If the answer is no, and I have most of the items already in my in my pantry, or I have, could borrow the items for somebody else to make it cheaper, then do that, because you don't want to be spending too much money at the grocery store. Number 7, look through the weekly ad to see what the sales are going to be before you enter into the grocery store. So we all get these ads in the newspaper, or in the mail. We all get these ads in the mail. And most of the time we just throw them away. But if you are about to go to the grocery store this week, which you probably are, you should look through the ad to see what's on sale, what item you could build into your meal plan, but also save a little bit of money on. I used to try this when, I was trying to save a lot more money at the grocery store. I would build my meal plan around whatever is on sale that week, like whatever vegetable was on sale. If it's eggplant, then I'm doing eggplant parmesan. If it's, carrots and I can incorporate that into my meal, I will do that. So I think that's a really great way to save money at the grocery store. Look through those weekly ads and build your meal plan around whatever is on sale. feel like that helps introduce variety into your meal plan, but also helps you to save money as well. Tip number 8, shop weekly. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but if you go into the grocery store weekly instead of bi-weekly, I bet you'll have a lot more food that you can roll over from the previous week to the next week to save yourself some money. Are you shopping bi-weekly? Are you shopping even monthly? Know yourself. So if for you, when you go into the grocery store more, you spend more, then maybe don't go weekly. Maybe try to stay out of the grocery store. But if you can start looking through your pantry and shopping your pantry and going into the grocery store with a list and using what you already have and just supplementing what you need, then I would suggest going to the grocery store weekly instead of bi-weekly, because more likely than not, you will have things that you can roll over and you can just buy the small things that you actually need. Tip number 9, overcome marketing scams. I know, it can be hard. They're trying to scam us at the grocery store. They're trying to make everything look fresh. But not everything is fresh, and we have to be careful not to spend more on something because it sounds like quality when it's not. So a great example I have is when I was gonna buy fish for my meal plan. I went to the frozen section so that I can buy some fish, and I saw this fish that had premium fish on it, and it was like individually bagged into, daily doses, whatever. It was already cut up for you, pre-cut, whatever. And it was $14. And I was like, whoo, that's a little steep for me, honey. I can't be spending $14 on fish, honey. Especially when that's just one item of my whole meal plan. All right, so I strolled on over to the fresh fish section, and I saw this big fish, like big piece of fish, that was only $10. $14 for the pre-cut frozen fish versus $10 for the fresh fish that wasn't cut up. I was like, I got a knife at home. I can cut this fish. So what did I do? I got the $10 fish, cut it up into those weekly sizes, and put it in bags and froze it up just like the pre-cut premium fish, and saved myself $4. So all of that to say, do not get caught up in marketing scams. They are trying to scam you and take that money. Premium fish. How is the fish premium when it's not even fresh? The fresh fish is $10. It's less. So just be smart about using apps like Fujicate. Love this app. It's an app that you can use to scan the food to determine whether or not it is healthy or not. Can help give you a general idea of whether or not the food you're trying to buy for health reasons, like specifically if you're trying to buy something because it seems healthy, scan the item with apps like Fujicate to help you determine whether or not it is actually healthy and you are getting what you are trying to get out of this item, instead of just getting scammed into buying something that seems healthy. Okay, last tip, use a meal planner. Okay, so I know this can seem like a little extra, but I feel like using a meal planner has helped me to determine what is actually a part of my meal plan and what isn't. So for example, I draw little boxes to help me visualize like what I have in my actual pantry versus what I need to buy. And I can maybe do a whole video on that because that kind of is kind of an involved process. But generally, I'm just trying to show that you need to have a plan for your food and not just buy anything when you go to the grocery store. They are trying to get you from the moment that you get in there to the moment that you leave the door or leave the grocery store. They are trying to get you to spend as much money as possible. So you have to go in with a plan so that you know that. I feel like having a meal plan can help you determine what you actually need versus what you might already have at home. So in the boxes, I might put things that I already have at home, so while I'm in the grocery store, I'm not thinking that I forgot something on my list, because that's not true. So Have a plan for your meal. Use a meal planner to determine what you actually need versus what, you do need to actually buy. And I'm just gonna give one bonus tip because I've been saying it the whole video. Shop your pantry before you shop at the grocery store. If you already have pasta, if you already have beans, if you already bought too much milk last week, make sure that's encapsulated on your meal planner so that you're not buying things that you already have at home. That can help save you a lot of money. All right, so that's my method for saving money at the grocery store. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how much you typically spend when you go to the grocery store. Like this video if you would like me to make a video about how I actually plan my meals, like a grocery shop with me type video, maybe a vlog style video about, how I plan my meals before I go to the grocery store, and then what my outlook is when I am actually in the grocery store versus like how I package things back when I get home and make my food. I think that could be interesting. So like this video if you think it would also be interesting. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss another video. Don't forget to sign up for the free guide. The link is in the description. That's it for today's video. Bye! Okay, so back to the questions. For those of you who stuck around for the answers, here they are. How long is the average grocery shopping trip? 41 minutes. What is the most popular day to go grocery shopping? Saturday. What percentage of shoppers shop at more than one grocery store? Over 40%. How much is the weekly shopping bill of the primary shopper of a multi-family household when compared to a single person household? $118 on average compared to $60 on average for a single person household. Alright, so here's the real end of the video. Bye!